The story of the old woman who threw garbage at the Prophet. In the early days of Islam, when Prophet Muhammad began calling the people of Mecca to the worship of Allah alone, he faced mockery, insults, and hostility from many of his townspeople. The Quraysh leaders feared losing their influence and wealth, and so they did everything they could to turn people away from him. Yet, despite their hatred, the Prophet responded with patience, mercy, and kindness. Among those who opposed him was an old woman who lived along one of the paths he used to walk daily. She disliked him so much that every time he passed her house, she would gather her trash and throw it on him. Sometimes it was dust, sometimes rubbish, sometimes kitchen waste, whatever she could find. For her, this was a way to humiliate him, to show her disdain for his message. Anyone else in his position might have shouted at her, thrown something back, or at least avoided her street. But Prophet Muhammad never responded with anger. He would calmly shake off the dirt, continue walking, and carry on his mission of spreading Islam. This happened again and again, day after day. His companions, who loved him dearly, sometimes felt upset and wanted to confront her, but he would not allow them to retaliate. The Prophet lived by the words that Allah later revealed in the Quran: repel evil with what is better, and your enemy will become as close as an intimate friend. Quran 41:34. This cycle continued for a long time. The woman thought she was humiliating him, but in reality, her actions only highlighted his patience and dignity. He never complained, never insulted her, never allowed himself to be dragged down to her level. Instead, he continued walking with the same calmness, showing by his behavior that Islam is a religion of mercy and character, not revenge. One day, however, something unusual happened. The Prophet walked along the same street, but no garbage fell on him. There was no insult, no dust, no sign of the old woman. He passed by once, then again, and still there was nothing. Most people would have felt relief and simply carried on. But the Prophet was not like most people. His heart was full of compassion, and he began to worry. What happened to the woman? Why was she not there today? Driven by genuine concern, he went to her house and knocked on the door. When the people inside opened it, he asked about her. They told him she was sick and lying in bed. Instead of rejoicing at her weakness, he asked permission to see her. When he entered, he found her frail and unwell. She had spent so long trying to hurt him, yet here he was, visiting her, not to condemn her, but to check on her health. The old woman was astonished. She had spent days and weeks insulting him, harming him, trying to humiliate him. She expected anger or at least indifference. Instead, she saw kindness in his eyes and gentleness in his words. He asked how she was feeling, prayed for her recovery, and offered her comfort. In that moment, her heart softened. She realized this could not be the behavior of an ordinary man. This was not how enemies acted. This was the behavior of a prophet who was truly sent by Allah. His patience and mercy spoke louder than any words could. With tears in her eyes, she admitted her mistake. She acknowledged that the man she had insulted was indeed the messenger of Allah, and right there, she accepted Islam. This simple act of kindness changed her life forever. What years of argument could not achieve, one visit of compassion accomplished. Reflections on the story. This story, though simple, is one of the most powerful illustrations of the character of Prophet Muhammad. He was insulted, harmed, and mocked, but he did not repay evil with evil. Instead, he showed patience until the opportunity came to demonstrate true mercy. Please subscribe for more videos about Islam. Thank you.